Okay.
Yep, it's red.
Red.
Yep.
All right.
Here we go. The start
Third.
of the show. Yeah. All right.
Like OJ. This is it, dog. This is it, dog.
This is it.
Scooby-Doo bow.
Here we go.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm feeling like OJ. Okay.
You feel like what?
OJ.
All right.
That's. Can you throw that real quick?
Yep.
The water.
Let's
The no brand water.
the no brand water.
No brand water.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna take this one first, right?
Nah, take it. But don't take my water. You gotta just keep it. I want it right here. But let's take it.
No, we put that here.
Oh no!
Oh,
come on, man!
Holders, bro, man. Come on, bro.
Damn.
Hector, please. Hector, please.
Hector, please. Hector, please. Need a first feedback. Bring this down. Second feedback. Stop saying you know. I know that I say you know a lot. All right.
And the,
I get that. So, but today, Brian, how you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good.
Good?
It's Friday.
Good. Make sure you pop aquí pa uno oíte. You feel me?
You hear me? You hear me?
I can hear you, bro.
1 2 1 2.
I can hear you, brother.
I'm feeling good. I mean, it's Friday. You know how it is.
There you go.
There we go. Put it. There we go. What about you? How you feeling today, man?
I cannot complain. We had some great lunch. Thanks to Des, director. Y vamos a meter mano, bro. Ya. Vamos a meter mans.
Yeah.
So, third episode. Welcome to the Green Tea Podcast. My name is Hector.
My name is Brian Ruiz.
Yes, sir. And today we're gonna talk about a specific subject today, and the subject is about digital assets. So if you are tuning into the podcast,
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
it's about self-development, self-growth, and all that good stuff. And today we are gonna go ahead and touch on the subject of digital assets. Okay, that's like the Bitcoin stuff. That's the blockchain stuff. We're gonna have a conversation today about that.
Yes.
And by the way, I'm quitting weed. I'm quitting weed. I'm not gonna smoke weed no more.
No more weed.
Nah,
no more weed.
I waited. Not for like the show. But I'm saying like in general.
But I think that the last episode will show how we.
Yeah, man. You know what? It's the mental thing, bro. You know, like you know what happened the past week or so.
Yeah.
And I waited actually to say that on the podcast and tell you guys that right now. I'm not doing weed no more. So if we're cool and you're about to smoke and you invite me, don't. Okay. Vamos a meter mano. Vamos a meter.
So we're gonna go to the topic of the
Yes.
digital assets.
Okay.
And a lot of people, which is like a complicated subject to talk about still until today, because man, sometimes I do know what crypto is, right?
Yes,
It's a
sir.
blockchain.
Yes, sir.
But it's so complicated, and then right now you see coins after coins coming out, and this coin and this coin.
You know how many coins are there?
How many coins?
I'm sorry, not circulation. Not circulation. Sorry. You know how many coins are there right now? 2 million coins. There's 2 million coins.
That's what I'm saying. And then not only that, who creates those coins, right? And what do you use them for? Because I've seen articles, I read out articles all the time that coins, someone created this coin and it's just everything was fake, like about the company, it was just a fraud, big fraud. So a lot of people are like skeptical to even invest into cryptocurrency, right?
Instead of cryptocurrency, Let's call it digital assets.
Okay, digital
assets.
So it's very how can I say this? It's very that topic is very sensitive for a lot of people because a lot of people would relate digital assets to scams because like you just mentioned right now, there's 2 million coins. 2 million coins. 2 million. And then how can you differentiate the coins that are really doing good, that have a purpose behind it?
Yes.
With those that are just, I don't know, like Dogecoin. What the hell?
Listen. Let me be the first one to say that there's 2 million coins.
Okay.
Obviously, not all the coins are going to be successful. Actually, let me say this: 99.99% of the space of these coins are garbage. Okay, not only garbage, they're garbage in a trash can waiting to get taken out to the dumpster for the garbage truck to pick up. Like,
they're that bad?
They're horrible. So these coins, most of them are created for the simple fact of a quick scheme, right? Coins, you can create a digital. You can create your own coin. You can create the Brian coin.
I know
it doesn't take a lot, and then you can pump it yourself, and then you can sell it yourself. So picture yourself. Let's say, for example, what's this dude's name? Jake Paul. Yeah,
the YouTuber.
Throw him under the bus real quick, man. He created a coin. Right now he's dealing with like the fact that there's a lot of people, or an NFT. I don't know what he created, but something around that. He created a digital asset and he pumped it. He said it was going to do great, and because of the crypto cycle, right? It's a 4-year cycle. Okay, which I'm about to get into the nitty gritty on that. Okay, I have actually some graphs to show you guys and for you guys to understand. My goal today on this episode is to simplify the space for you guys to understand as best as I can. And Brian, you can ask questions, right?
Definitely. We're gonna just have a conversation. On
the space.
On the space, correct.
Cool. So now.
Oh, so hold on. Going back to what you just said, I just read about the SEC sued Jake Paul for illegally taunting. Oh no, it's something about. Hold on. What am I reading here?
Yeah, he's in some deep shit with that. I don't know how deep, but something going on there.
With that crypto taunting that he had, right?
Yeah, like he was pumping it and basically, yeah, it's that easy though. It's really that easy. You can create your own if you have influencers like the volume that he does.
Yes,
you can really scheme for sure and get rich quick. That's the point of all those coins. Is the creators create it, they pump it, and see ya. Like that's it. They take their profits.
But that's the thing. That's where a regular investor comes in and asks these questions like, what is true to to fake, and now you don't know because every artist, or for example, what happened with FTX.
Yes.
People are scared after the FTX collapse. People are like, okay, FTX was the biggest
scam. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey. What's
the biggest scam, right? But a lot of people put their money into them, and they believe on the company mission, right? On what they're doing. But yeah, that's my.
But the dude was running. Did you know? What's his name again?
Sam Bankman-Fried.
Yes, that dude. He was running. For a company like that, you would imagine that you would have your own accounting department,
Yeah.
right? You're an accountant.
Yeah,
right?
that was a bunch of. I know, but that was a bunch of.
Hold up, you're an accountant, bro. My man was running the whole company of QuickBook.
I know.
That's crazy.
$1 billion company of QuickBooks.
Yeah.
But, QuickBooks is a good tool, but not for $1 billion company. Not for $1 billion company. Yeah.
Bro, you billion, bro, you can afford it. You can
a department, right? Yeah, you can afford
at least one accountant, bro. Like, but anyways, vamos, let's go. So, why is this topic so important? Can I zoom in on this? This is
yeah. Why is you think that this topic, like, cryptocurrency is so important right now?
Because we are on the position. Okay, why is this topic so important? Okay, so why is this topic so important? Like you just asked, and why we urge to get this message out to people, right?
Yeah.
Is because I wrote these things down because there's a lot of stuff. So don't mind me. I'm gonna be looking at the things
Go ahead.
I wrote down.
Go ahead.
So,
Go ahead.
If you have any questions, please. It's because this bull run, and by bull run, I mean the prices are gonna surge, right? Gonna go up. To this bull run will be the last bull run that will provide that big surge of you being able to change your financial situation, you taking advantage of small investments to become big profitable upsides.
Yeah.
And after this bull, and the reason is, right, it's because look at the SEC, look at what they're doing. Look how BlackRock just pushed for Bitcoin ETF to get approved quick.
And it got approved.
Right?
Yeah.
So these are things that were not. These scenarios were not a thing on the previous bull run.
Correct.
And look how big it was before. Now imagine with the United States or the SEC behind it this time, right? They're behind it now, right? Since they're behind it, this bull run is going to be insane. It's going to be great for your pockets.
I hear you, but one of the things that I see is that, for example, I agree with you that this might be the biggest bull run, but what happened, let's say, for example, what happened with FTX, right?
Okay.
That was billions of dollars of investors' money lost. They're still trying to figure out, to recoup some money from it. So what makes you think that this time will be different? That it's not going to something like that won't happen again? Because right now people are scared to invest. Even if the ETF were, pushed out, I think it was last week was when the news broke out. Still a lot of people are not, we thought that once the ETF came out, Bitcoin was going to surge, but it didn't. So then I kept track on it, and for the past week, I want to say it went down 15%.
Yes, because Bitcoin doesn't care about nothing else but its own cycle. It's a 4-year cycle. So before we get too ahead, right? And the FTX thing, man, like, I'm not a crypto professional. I'm not a financial advisor. He might be.
No, I'm not either. That's not a disclaimer. We're not financial advisor.
I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a dude with a computer and a microphone. Like, people need to do their own research before they invest.
Okay.
Right? Like, I would not be able to tell you. To me, in my eyes, FTX was just as big as big company, just like Crypto.com or Coinbase. Not Coinbase. Coinbase is like elite. But yeah, like I wasn't, it shows you how unregulated this space is, and it shows you how people are taking advantage of other people. Like, that's what it is. Like, the space is unclear, but that's a good thing and a bad thing, because being a bad thing, sure, the space is unclear. That's the bad part. But the good thing is there's a new asset class being created, and it's digital assets, and you can take advantage of that if you do your research, and you can benefit from that. There's a new asset class. Every time there's a new asset class, money comes in. right? So if you're in front of the line, you will benefit from it. So let me start with what I have here real quick. Okay, so why is the topic so important? We already discussed that, and why we urge to get this message out. I want people to benefit from this. That's all. That's my message. My message is that this space is here to stay. I think that if you're not paying attention to it, you should pay attention to it like right now. Okay? And we will have more bull runs, but this might be the last one to get you out of whatever financial burden that is so hard to get out of, or maybe just enhance your situation, or maybe build something for your kids. Okay? Build something for your kids in the financial future. Something, man. Get some profits in. So now, you can buy a house, whatever financial desire is, whatever your financial desire is, you can get it now. This is it, but only if you start investing and take action now. Okay? The world is creating a new asset class, like I just said before. Wake up, which is digital assets. Okay, digital assets. Let me explain that a little bit, right? Because digital assets, people. Let me explain something real quick. So, thanks to Bitcoin, we found out a way to send value using the internet. Okay? We found out a way to send value using the internet. Today, we do not do that. Okay? So let's say, for example, by value, I mean, it could be money, right? We value money. So let's say, for example, if I want to send you money, right? What's the first thing I'm going to ask you? Can I send it to Cash App? You have Cash App?
Yeah, Cash App.
I don't have Cash App.
Or
you have Zelle?
Venmo, yes.
I don't have Venmo, I don't have Zelle. I have Credorzel. Yeah, I'll just figure that out. But the point is that we have to find a network first. If I want to send money to you, we have to find a network that's gonna communicate, right? It's gonna communicate that transfer, right? Okay. Because I cannot, if I'm on Venmo and you're on Zelle, I can't send you money like that, can I?
Correct. No,
I cannot. So that proves that shows you right there that we do not use so now, let's say, for example, if I want to send you an email, do I ask you what email you have? Like, oh, what do you have? Yahoo? Gmail? No, we don't ask that question, right? You just give me your email, and I can have a Yahoo or a Google, and you can have an Outlook or whatever, and I send you an email, and it works perfectly.
Correct. That's
using the internet. We're sending information using the internet, right? So now, that's what digital assets do. It takes off that network thing that we have to align first, and you can just send me an address. Like, if I'm gonna send you Bitcoin, you will send me an address, like your wallet address.
Yeah, like basically, you just mentioned, like an email.
Exactly. You're gonna send me that, and then I can send you value using that, and it'll use the blockchain to do the transaction and send it to you, and it gets recorded and it's there. Doesn't get hacked, removed. It gets technical, but that's us using the internet to send value. Okay? So, okay. Sorry. Okay.
Take it easy.
Let me see. So now, the world is creating a new asset class, which is digital assets, and you will only get in return whatever you put in. So what do I mean by that is, if you invest $100, don't expect life-changing wealth, right? If we have this opportunity in front of us, and you're gonna tell me that I invested $20, $100, or $200, that's not gonna invest whatever you can afford. Don't invest more than what you can afford to lose, right? I'm not telling you to sell your house and put the money in, but I'm also telling you that $100 is not gonna give you this opportunity that we're in front of you, right? It's not gonna enhance your life like you would like to, right? You need to put the effort in, right?
So for example, what amount of money then should someone
That's
put in?
whatever you can afford. But I'm saying be aggressive. I'm saying be aggressive, and I'm saying act.
Mm-hmm.
You know, act now. Be aggressive with like me. My style. I'm aggressive. Like if I see an opportunity, I'm aggressive.
Do you invest? So my question is, do you invest? Well, I'm pretty sure since you're saying you're aggressive, you're investing more than five
$5,000.
No. I'm talking about percentage.
Okay.
Let's talk about percentage in that. You know. So let's say for your income, you invest what 25% of your income into crypto.
You could do that.
No, but I'm saying like you yourself.
Me?
Yeah. Since you're aggressive, are you?
I don't want to disclose that.
No.
I invest. I'm aggressive. Like, like.
Which,
I will be comfortable with $20 on my account.
So you're investing,
taking my check and dumping the whole thing there. Like that's me.
That's you.
I'm
Okay.
aggressive.
Okay.
Like if I have $20 for 5 days because I invested most of my money in crypto, that's me.
Okay.
That's me.
Okay.
That's how I do it. That's just me, right? You don't have to do that, right? So, but if you have savings, you know, do some research and consider doing it, right? So. The whole point of this episode, and we're ranting a lot right now. Maybe we are all over the place. I hope you guys are capturing what we're trying to say here. I'm gonna try to condense it right now, but it is a good opportunity. If you have some cash on the side, I'm not a financial advisor, but if you have some cash on the side, it wouldn't be a bad idea to dabble in this space and test it out for yourself. So now. And I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna shout out some great picks, right? Backed by I don't know if you guys know the World Economic Forum.
Yeah.
So this basket of cryptos I'm gonna tell you were handpicked by them.
Okay.
Okay. So that's what I'm about to expose. I'm about to expose that list. Okay. So. The good news and the bad news. The good news still. Okay, the good news and the bad news. There's some good news and bad news.
Okay.
The good news, you still have time. The bad news, there's not a lot of time.
But when you say that's not a lot of time, what do you mean?
Perfect. Actually, let me see. So the Bitcoin halving. So right now on the screen, I will pop up. I will pop this up, and. Boom. Okay. So on the screen, pow, pow. I got the, I got the Bitcoin halving countdown. Okay. What you're looking at right now, okay, is the Bitcoin halving countdown. Okay.
So what is that?
What this is basically this is a 4 year. Like I said before, Bitcoin runs in a 4-year cycle. Okay, it's a 4-year cycle. Right now, this is a countdown. We have 76 days. You know what?
70.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
76 days.
Give me 1 second. Let me just. Let me do this.
I'm gonna have a lot of questions, Hector, for you because you know.
Story here for me.
And just like Hector mentioned, we're not financial advisor, so. We just want to, talk about the space and, have some information for you guys to be aware of the crypto space.
Yes.
And things that, like Hector, it's fine for people to go, like Hector said, all out and invest into crypto or managing your, your risk tolerance, right? Because a lot of people are, different. Hector could, tolerate more than me or someone else. So it's, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
So you said.
Thank you. So Bitcoin halving, right? So this is the Bitcoin halving. It says that we have 76 days right now, 11 hours, 39 minutes. This can change, okay? This sometimes can change. It can go from 76 to 78 or 76 to it ranges between like 2 to 4 days. It can change, right? Because this has to do a lot with like the blocks and whatever technical things that we do not gonna get into. But the basics, okay, this is the very basics of Bitcoin's natural behavior. Okay, So the Bitcoin halving countdown. This is a 4-year cycle. Okay, so this where it says 76 days, you should say, the equivalent of 4 years, right?
Okay.
It's been counting down. Now it's at 76. So now what happened? Oh, you can see right here, reward drops on around 12 of April, or whatever. But again, I said that can change. So what this means is, I'm about to show you the second slide. That means that every 4 years, Bitcoin rewards get cut in half. Okay, and it looks something like this.
You said every 4 years.
Yes, every 4 years, Bitcoin rewards. The hell is going on? Okay, every 4 years, Bitcoin rewards get cut in half.
Okay.
Okay, so what that means in 2009, for the 4 years, we could only mine 50 Bitcoins, which is right here. Mm-hmm. That's back in 2009. Now, 4 years after that, the Bitcoin halving happened. Bing, right? So 50 got cut in half. So for the next 4 years, you can only mine 25 Bitcoins. So on and so forth. So now 4 years, 4 years later, 2016, boom, Bitcoin halving again. Now you can only mine 12.5 Bitcoins. For every 4 years, this happens. This is how Bitcoin behaves, right? So 12.5, 2016. 4 years later, which was the last Bitcoin halving that we had, from 2020 till this Bitcoin halving that's about to happen, right? We can only mine 6.25 Bitcoin. So by mining, I mean there's people that use their computers to sustain the network, and they do this by using graphic cards and validating the network. They validate the network, making sure that the network stays up and running, right? So let's say, for example, if I send you a Bitcoin, somebody has to validate that transaction, right?
And they get paid.
Yes,
for
the miners do that.
Okay.
Right? The miners do that. They make sure that the transactions are recorded properly by doing technical things that we're not going to get into, but that's the whole point. They mine Bitcoins by sustaining the network and making sure that transactions are valid and they're all going through successfully. I'm not going to leave it right there. So now the next Bitcoin halving is going to be on 2024, 4 years. Boom. So now what that means is that this is going to get cut in half. So it's going to be about less than 4 Bitcoins for the next 4 years. Less than 4 Bitcoins for the next 4 years. So that means that all these whatever. Let me not even get to that because that's too technical there.
Yeah,
but the next Bitcoin halving is going to be on 2024, and now the next thing I'm gonna show you.
And from what I heard, it's only about like 21 million Bitcoins.
Yes,
in circulation?
circulating supply. Yep. Right? So there's I'm sorry, not circulating supply. Total max supply.
Max supply.
Yeah, is 21 million Bitcoins. There will never be more than 21 million Bitcoins. So that means that Bitcoin is deflationary, right? Fights against inflation. So now, this other graph that I'm showing, right? It shows the Bitcoin halving. So these red lines, it shows the Bitcoin halvings in the past, okay? And it shows the one that's coming up, right? And usually, right after people expect Bitcoin to jump right after the halving, and that's wrong. It doesn't jump right away after the halving. The Bitcoin halving happens, we celebrate, yay. And then 8 months after the Bitcoin halving, that's when you see the prices go bonkers.
Okay.
Okay. So 8 months in after the Bitcoin halving, that's when you see prices go bonkers. But the time to invest is now. You don't want to wait until then, because then it's too late.
Okay.
Right? Prices are already up. You don't invest when prices are up. You invest when prices are down. Okay? You buy the blood even if it's your own. Yes. I forgot who said that, but that was great. You have a question so far?
No, go ahead.
So I hope I'm being clear. You know, I'm being as clear as possible. So Bitcoin halving is happening in 2024. 8 months after that, that's when you see prices go crazy. And let me see. And then boom, like you said earlier, max supply. The max supply on Bitcoin is only going to be 21 million coins. Okay,
but
so now
that's the question that a lot of people have. It's like, who knows what will happen if who what's the name of the inventor of Bitcoin?
Satoshi Nakamoto.
Yeah. What about if he comes tomorrow and wants to do 5,000 more, a million Bitcoin more? That's the question that a lot of people have,
Okay.
right? Like,
I cannot answer that question, right? Like
no one can, but I'm
right?
just saying
because it's one of those things where it's just like, I don't know who the guy is. Like, if he comes out tomorrow and says, I don't look. What we can focus on is what we have right now, right? Apparently, the Bitcoin code is it's set to not be tampered with. Apparently, like
okay.
Like you can't create more. You can destroy it. I don't know. Like you just can't create more.
Got it.
So with that information, we're just gonna take that and run with it right now.
Let's run with it.
Right. So now, what happens is that Bitcoin is the Uber of crypto, and is like the mighty crypto, right? It's the one that it's the first one, and it's the one that's just known globally. It's branded very well, right? People seem to trust Bitcoin more than any other crypto because it's the first one, and it's the one that's just branded very well.
Yeah.
And it's just Bitcoin, right? Like but now, that being said, Hector, I don't have $41 million. I mean, I don't have $41,000 to invest in Bitcoin and grab one Bitcoin. That's totally understandable. When Bitcoin boat rise, all crypto rise.
Yes, that's
okay. So when Bitcoin goes up, all the other cryptos go up. Okay, and now let me see. So now, this right here, I'm about to get to the good part. Okay, I'm about to show you guys the list of coins that are basically hand selected by these people. Are you familiar with this? ISO, this thing right here?
No, not the iOS.
So this is Universal Finance Industry Message Scheme, right? This is what this is. This right here works with the World Economic Forum and basically works with the U.S., works with the countries around the world, right? And they put a list together of coins that they think are going to be useful in the future. And I'm about to pull it up right now. Bada bing, bada boom. Hold up. Whoa. So this is the list right here. So this list of cryptos are basically, I can take a screenshot of this if you like. Wait, how can I? Okay, that's better. So look at this. So boom. So you probably have heard of some of these. So the new list of 12 approved by the ISO 222 compliant blockchains. Okay. So you have Ripple. I'm sure you guys heard of it. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just exposing the information that I know. And you do whatever you want with this with these lists. So you have Ripple, XRP. You've heard of XRP before, right?
Definitely.
Then you have Stellar. You have Infin, XD, IOTA, Algo. Where is it? Whatever that Constellation. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Casper, Hedera, Energy Web, which is my favorite crypto. It's one of my favorite cryptos. I love Energy Web. Quant, LCX, and Corium or whatever.
proof of crypto assets that will be used, whatever. So now these right here are approved by the institution that I just showed you. And what I'm trying to say here is there's opportunity here, right? There's opportunity here. The information is free. The information is out there. Oh, by the way, your friend said DAG. Your friend mentioned DAG. Mm-hmm. There was one time. You see your coworker? Shout out to his coworker, man. That he put me on this one. Okay.
So which
is DAG?
DAG. Yeah.
Yes. Is the one that I couldn't pronounce, but
you know who you are, Wilson. You know who you are.
Wilson, what's up, man? Shout out to you, bro. You put me on that one. But DAG, yeah, DAG is approved. And look, I'm gonna give you a quick example why Energy Web is one of my favorite coins. And again, these are coins that are set to be useful in the future. Out of the 2 million coins, right? These coins are actually solving a problem. That's the thing about these coins, right? For them to be useful, they have to be solving a problem. Something. They have to be working. They have to do something useful. I'm going to give you an example of, these are all, I'm not going to get into all of these, right? Because I don't want to get you guys dizzy. But I'll give you 2 examples because I'm very well versed with Ripple and Energy Web. So Ripple basically is, apparently it's going to be the coin that you're going to use to transfer, not you, the banks. The banks are going to use Ripple to be able to transfer money in seconds around the world. Right now, we have a horrible system. I'm sorry, SWIFT, but it is what it is. We still use SWIFT to transfer money. That's why whenever you go to a store and you say, hey, I don't want to, let's say, for example, if you're going to return this bottle of water, cost you $100. You go to the store, I don't want this water bottle. Give them $100 back. And what they tell you, okay, cool. Your money is going to go back in within 5-7 business days.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Why does it take 5-7 business days? It's because we're still using the old system, and it's called SWIFT. And I'm sorry, let me not say that. The bank, I'm sorry. SWIFT is used by the banks to transfer money, okay? Mm-hmm. And it's being basically challenged by XRP because XRP can send money quick using the internet, digital assets.
Quicker than taking, because it takes a couple days, 3 business days, like you said, or 5 business days, even when you send a wire or you send something. And it takes time. Uh-huh.
Correct. XRP does that in seconds. Okay. So now, let's say for example, we're going to go to Energy Web, right? So Energy Web it's basically helping out the transition from going to going green. What is it?
Green energy?
Yeah, green energy, like sustainable energy. Sustainable energy. Yes, yeah. It's going. So Energy Web is going to be the tool that the world's going to use to be able to. I'm sorry, it's going to be one of the very useful tools on the transition to green energy by recording energy in very specific ways. So let me see if I can wow you guys real quick. So Energy Web unlocks electricity to work like the internet. So electricity is going to work like the internet. It's going to be almost programmable. Right? So let's say, for example, what I mean by that.
I was trying to say, yeah. What do you mean by that?
Energy, when you turn on the light of your house, energy is being produced right there and then for you to be able to do that. Right? And electricity has a problem that you can't store it. It has to be generated right there and then. You can store it. There's dams, right? Right? Mm-hmm. There's dams, but that's limited though, right? The water's limited, okay. Right? And it's a battery. It runs out. Mm-hmm. You can store energy, sure, but it runs out. So now, in a world where you can where you can program electricity to such extent. Imagine this. The cars that we're switching to EVs now, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Which is
check this out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Energy Web is going to be able to unlock. Picture this: you have a Tesla outside,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Charging your Tesla, and then you program your Tesla to be okay. It's this technology is not out yet. It's not out yet in full fruition. This is just an example.
Okay.
But these are the things that we're going to be able to do. Picture that you are going to program your Tesla to, hey, I want my Tesla to charge when I wake up and I go to work, I at least need my Tesla to be at 85% battery, right?
Okay.
At least, but it's been charging all night. And then from 85% to 100%, that battery is going to fluctuate, right? Because it's storing energy. It's storing energy, and you're sending energy to wherever else they need energy. And you will be able to make an income out of that.
So you're saying like because that's a topic that I wanna. But when you say that, it's like basically solar panels. Isn't it how solar panel works?
But they can't store energy.
But you sell the energy.
But you can't store it. You can't store energy.
So you're saying that you're gonna be able to store energy. But okay, how are you gonna be able to store energy?
Using the battery of your car. So you're going to be able to use the battery of your car as a storage unit to store energy and send it to wherever it needs to go.
Yes. Really?
Yes. I'm sure that also solar panels are also going to be able to unlock this, right? Because you can. I'm assuming that you can store energy, but that's for your house, okay. Not for the world.
No.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine in a world where there's like a bunch of Teslas all over the world, charging while they're asleep, but they're at the same time using that percentage of their battery to store energy and to send it to wherever they need to send it to across the world.
Okay.
So that's energy.
So my question is, those that you mentioned right now, are those your top pick?
Well,
that you have invested?
No. So Energy Web, I am very well invested in Energy Web.
Okay.
I love Energy Web. H-bar is a great one. I'm not gonna get into all these, right? There's too many.
But I just want to know, like, what's your hand pick that you
from this list
that you really feel that they're really doing something. Those coins are really working towards a goal.
Yeah. So
like you mentioned, Energy Web, you're very well invested.
Yes. So I'm, I don't know. I haven't done research on all of these, right? I am familiar with a lot of them, right? Because IOTA's been out for a long time. Algo has been out for a long time. Your boy just put me on DAG. Quant's been out for a long time. So these are I remember these from a while. So Stellar, Ripple, H-bar. My favorite. I have other coins, but I have some XRP.
Okay.
H-bar. I've hold some H-bar. I'll probably dabble into that more. But my top coin, it is Energy Web.
That's what you're very invested in.
Yes, I love Energy Web. I like Energy Web because of the whole transition that's happening right now around the world. What company is not focused on going green? Right. Every company is focused on going green. Now, let me see. So now that I exposed that list, and guys, feel free if you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot us
a comment.
Yes, a comment, a message, right? And to clarify things, if you guys have questions or anything like that. Okay, fair. How do I stop this thing?
So you are very well invested in those coins in this. So my question is, are you you feel that those coins within in the next bull run, right?
Bull run.
they will do.
They're gonna do well.
They're gonna do very well.
I predict that they are. You know, XRP's been in such a like weird stage, where it's just like it's been missing out every bull run. Like, and I can't, you know, I cannot tell you why, but it is a top pick. It is a top pick. Let me see what else I have here. So boom, I'll show you guys the countdown, the visual halving, the graph, 2 million coins. Yeah, I already mentioned that 99.99% of the space is totally garbage.
Trust. Yep, it is.
And remember, this is like the .com bubble.
Uh-huh.
Not that I was alive for that, but if you're familiar with it, when the internet came out, it was almost a race to create the perfect website. You know, to create the Google's search engines and you know, a lot of websites were created thinking that they were going to make money, thinking that they were going to be successful.
Go ahead.
And they were not. A lot of them flopped, and only big players stayed, like Google, Amazon, right? So these were the big players that stayed. It's a very similar scenario right now. Okay, there's out of this list of coins that I just showed you, these were like not more than 10 or whatever coins out of 2 million. Like, imagine you navigating this space and not understanding it. That's why it's important to understand what the blockchain is, because once you understand the blockchain, it gives you an idea of like what kind of solutions we can have for problems that exist right now.
But do you think that that now that ETF, you know, Bitcoin ETFs are available, do you think that for those folks or people, like say, for example, people like me don't have time to research, you know, a little bit about each coin, or you do have the time, but you don't want to like handpick? Because when you handpick a single coin, it's like you handpicking crypto. I mean, it's a single stock, which is more what's the word?
Wait, so back that. Say that one more time.
So, for example, people who wants to get in on the space, but they don't have the time to do the research to single pick those coins, right? Isn't it be good for them to go into the ETF? That now it's available.
Yeah, I mean, sure, that's an opportunity. Like if. Look, I mean, yes, right? It is. There's no right or wrong answers.
Okay.
That is an opportunity. That's an avenue that if you feel comfortable with that and more familiar with that, and that's what you want to stick with, yeah, absolutely, then do that. But the I feel like the real impact, the real financial impact, you're gonna feel it if you navigate it on that space on you know.
Single picking.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Okay.
If you can single pick maybe a project and that project does well and is being used in the future, and you know, I do truly think that you benefit like that a little bit more, because with the ETFs and things like that, there's a lot of middleman there.
Yeah,
you know, there's a lot of friction there. You know, when it comes to these coins, then you are in control. You have more control. Look, I'm gonna give you a super safe pick as well. Like, I'm not a financial advisor.
Yeah, say that again.
Look,
we're not a financial advisor. He's not a financial advisor.
Yeah, but I also see a great opportunity. If crypto's not your thing, cool. All right, whatever. There's one stock right now that to me it's a gold mine. It's pretty awesome.
Just a disclaimer: I'm not
a financial advisor.
and you're not telling people to pick that. That's something that you like.
Yes. Okay. So let me say that I believe on this coin, and I hold it because I think it's gonna do very well.
Okay.
I'm just gonna share that with you guys, and yeah, do whatever y'all want with that. So Coinbase, are we familiar with Coinbase?
Yeah.
You know what Coinbase is?
Definitely. So
Coinbase is a crypto exchange, right? They They have a they're in the New York stock exchange. And their symbol is coin. Okay, I think there's major opportunity there because Coinbase is a trusted brand by the U.S. Coinbase is the trusted brand on cryptocurrency exchange by the U.S. Like, I don't know if I have to say that again. The U.S. loves Coinbase. And Coinbase loves the U.S. There's a lot of paperwork to prove that. There's a lot of people that worked at the White House that now work at Coinbase, and people that worked at Coinbase that work at the White House. There's a good friendship there. There's a good friendship with the U.S. and Coinbase. So now, what I'm trying to say with that is that there might be a good potential there for me. Mm-hmm. Because I'm the one invested in it, not for you guys. We'll do whatever y'all want. But I think that Coinbase is a great pick because not only because it's trusted by the U.S., but it's also the number one. It's the most popular cryptocurrency exchange. Like, it really is. Like, do
you think that the U.S. love this cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase because they also follow like all rules and regulations that the SEC is implementing into the crypto space? Because I remember I have Coinbase, and I remember Coinbase sending me something way before that the U.S. got involved into the crypto. They had to inform the U.S. your holdings. So basically, so you could file for your taxes. So they're actually following the law.
Yeah. Here, they're being very compliant.
They're very compliant to the U.S.
Yes, they really are. Yes, and that's okay, right? We need to do that. We need that in the space, right? But the fact that Coinbase is a public stock that you can buy and hold, I think that's a great opportunity there. It's one of those things where, hey, if you take the Apple stock and you zoom out and then you say, wow, I wish I would invest in it at the very beginning, ding, that's where you at right now. That's where you at right now. So I'm actually going to pull a chart because I have another chart real quick. This is my charting for Coinbase because I follow that coin.
So I pull up the chart and I see that Coinbase had in the past week.
Check this out. So now, this is. So I'm just gonna show you in a zoomed out scale, right? So like I just said, the example of boom. This is the chart that I have. Right. This is Coinbase on a daily, right? It doesn't have a lot. This stock is pretty. I'll say it's pretty new still, right? It's been out since 2022 and 2024. That's 2 years in, man. That's still new. Yeah, that's relatively new. Mm-hmm. And look at the position that's in right now. It's at $125. $125. I've been telling people. I've been yelling at people, to buy on this yellow zone, in this yellow area. Mm-hmm. Okay, I've been begging people to buy at those levels, begging, because I see the potential. I'm not a financial advisor.
I guess. So you don't beg to
but
people.
I don't beg people to buy nothing. I'm sorry.
My man.
Anyways, I was just expressing the opportunity around those times, and it's still a good opportunity because look where it's at right now versus where it came out at, right? Do you think it's going to stay this low with the crypto space having this much potential for growth? Absolutely not.
Definitely not. But yeah, definitely not. I do agree with you. Definitely not. But at the same time, how much can it grow? Like it has potential. It has a lot of potential to grow, but I'm skeptical. I'm more more reserved when it comes to investing. I'm more into the safe, not safe. I don't want to save. I'm aggressive to a little bit of the safe side. But yes, there's potential. I see potential in Coinbase, like you mentioned, with all this, thing going on in the space of crypto. But in my opinion, I like to approach this carefully.
Okay.
Because it's still in a space that, and trust me, I'm not a financial advisor. I could be totally wrong, but I'm like more careful going into the space because of what happened with FTX. Yeah.
No. Be connected.
Okay.
I'm very like.
Was FTX a public company?
Not a public company.
No, it was not a company.
No, it wasn't public.
So I'm saying, look, I see growth here. I see potential. I see opportunity. I think that this graph eventually is gonna think this one is not. I'm not gonna lie to you and say, hey, this is gonna make you rich quick. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Right? First of all, because I'm not a financial advisor, and and second, what I'm trying to say is this just has potential. Like, think about this is where I want you to think. This stock is, look, this follows the crypto market. This single stock follows the crypto market because it's so embedded with the crypto space and Bitcoin, and because it's so tied up to that space, it follows the space. When Bitcoin is up, Coinbase goes up. When Bitcoin goes down, Coinbase goes down, right? And it's gonna follow that. Like when Coinbase got released, when it went public, they started around 400. That's crazy.
Yeah, they started like a $400 when they
$430. That's what it says. But then it said it got a crazy drop to like 340.
Yeah, their IPO was
340
was so they got released in 2021, and their high was something like 420.
Yeah, I see here for something. So
Yeah.
this thing's all-time high has been
all-time
around
high,
430 something, right? So then, and that was really, I do remember that this stock was released around Bitcoin being at its all-time high at the time. Okay, so being released at that time, and then Bitcoin, it's in its nature to go up those gains and crash back down. It's a 4-year cycle. It repeats the same cycle every 4 years. It was inevitable for it to crash. It was inevitable for Coinbase to crash to the ground, to the dirt, because it was going to follow the same thing that Bitcoin does. So that being said, it doesn't surprise me, and it doesn't surprise people that follow the space. I don't think it surprises the people that follow the space. It actually makes total sense for this to crash at the same time Bitcoin crashed. So now that Bitcoin, it's pumping up. I mean, look at it. It pumps when Bitcoin pumps. Okay. So now, and also the good news, right? The good news of the ETFs, right? That pumped the coin stock, a little higher. But anyways, let me not get technical with this. I see opportunity. I think that Bitcoin's gonna keep going up. The crypto space is gonna do great. Coinbase have never had a split. Have never experienced. We don't know. Yeah, there's no splits. Right? There's opportunity. This is one of those scenarios where you want to think long term.
Yeah.
And you want to look at all the other great stocks that came out, like Apple and but Apple sells products, whatever, but or Meta, right? Think about those graphs. Wow, I wish I was there when it came out. This is
Is
it. I'm not a financial advisor.
But this is it.
But this is
you know
it,
what?
man.
I think you're so persuasive, dude, that after
Yeah.
the show, I think I'm gonna have to click and buy a couple.
Listen, man. I've been saying to buy since this thing hit $40, and my eyes popped out my freaking head, and I couldn't believe it, and it's still cheap. Remember, this hasn't gone through splits, right? Wait into what if they start announcing splits? Start collecting the coins now, because I'm sorry, I'm not a financial advisor. Do not collect no coin. Don't forget what I just said. Start thinking about it, right? Because it's just opportunity. It screams it out, and I'm just here to echo that. That is it. You have any other questions?
I mean, no. I mean, the questions that I have, it's more, a lot of people has, like me, skepticism with crypto because, again, FTX. What happened with FTX, and not only that, I've seen also other coins that it doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
right?
like it's
and it's hard, and it's really easy now with the how this information works right now that you can't even tell what's true or fake. So a lot of people get tricked into those like different coins or coins that they really don't do anything, or like we mentioned earlier, Jake Paul was, I guess, creating a coin and doing some sort of like, because he has followers and people were just trusting him, right? So that kind of thing kind of like get me scared. Like anyone can manipulate, a coin. So yeah. So my question was, that's my concern.
scary times.
Yeah, scary time. That's my concern. One of the, but I, even though I'm concerned, even though that I'm saying all this, I still invest into crypto. Portfolio wise, I'm like at least 5%,
Bro,
6%.
You know how much money
portfolio.
I've lost in crypto?
That's the thing.
A lot.
But that's the thing.
A lot. I've made a lot, but I've also lost a lot.
And that's what a lot of people can't.
Oh, you actually know. You actually know.
Yeah, I remember.
You actually know.
I know.
Okay,
like,
you actually
know. You don't have to tell me, but that's the thing. You're able to kind of like take those losses, right? But other people are not able to take those losses. They're scared. It's like
You don't think I'm scared? You don't think
I know, but you're
scared.
more tolerant than I don't know who else I know, but it's hard to invest $5,000, for example, and then lose it all the next day.
that's
Right? Or lose at least more than 20%.
I think if you understand the cycle, the bull cycle, you will be more prepared and you know when to remove yourself from the space. Right? Like right now, people are not talking about the space right now. I mean, they are, ETFs, blah, 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 but it wasn't like before, right? Like, let me talk about the meme coins too real quick, right? Because even though they're meme coins, there's still opportunity there too. I'm not telling you,
But it's the same thing. We go back to what I was mentioning.
Okay.
The meme coins are just meme. It's just It's just people
They're
sitting.
useless.
Exactly. It's just people sitting home telling you to pump. But then if you invest in those coins, you run the risk of holding the bag.
Look, I'm gonna tell you something.
Let me finish real quick.
My fault.
So you run into holding the bag because let's say for example, a lot of Dogecoin is a goddamn meme coin. A lot of people put a lot of money, and I know people that lost a lot of money in Dogecoin.
True.
Thinking that.
We were watching the SNL by the way together
exactly,
with Elon Musk. You were watching that together. That's crazy. I shorted that shit. I shorted that shit. I made money on that. I shorted that.
Okay, you shorted that.
Dale.
But a lot of people didn't. A lot of people just invested thinking that it was going to go to the moon.
It kind of did.
Hector.
Dogecoin definitely mooned. Bro, Dogecoin mooned, dude.
But it mooned before that. Again, it mooned before SNL. Before it got to SNL, that's when it moved. And then people
because Elon Musk. Elon Musk kept on. If it wasn't for Elon Musk, Elon Musk started pumping Dogecoin. I'm like, what?
Exactly.
That was so weird
A
to
lot
me.
of people make money like yourself, but I know
I did not make money on. I mean, I shorted Dogecoin. That's the only way I made money. I did not
Exactly,
invest in Dogecoin.
but you made money.
Yes.
Either you shorted, some way somehow you
So-
invested in Dogecoin, you made money.
So now,
But I know people who invested
can't
thinking
wait.
that they were going to the moon, and they were left with a bag. They lost.
with a bag
Yeah,
full of
they-
shit.
I'm telling you, they lost almost 90%
I'm sorry.
of their
That's not
portfolio.
funny. That's not funny.
You know what I'm saying?
Losing money is not funny.
Yeah, and it's not. So at that point, it's like, okay, what is real? When people get burned at that rate, when you lose almost 90% of your portfolio,
Ouch.
do you think that I'm gonna have the confidence again to invest into crypto,
Now,
to get into that space?
No.
Then FTX happened.
Do you thi-
Hell no.
now, do you think people didn't lose money when Bitcoin was all-time high? They thinking that it was gonna keep going up, and they invested, and then it went down, and they also lost money. Like, it's the same scenario because they both follow the same cycle.
You're right. But one thing I want to say about Bitcoin is, for example, Bitcoin right now is in a space of ETF. Bitcoin is actually, it's not solving a problem, right? But a lot of people have taken Bitcoin as this, they have hold it as like basically like gold, right? So they treated this space like gold, like Bitcoin. It's not the same as Dogecoin that was just created as a meme.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, people bought at 60,000. I think it was Bitcoin went up, right? 60,000. It was the
70,
all-time high.
70,
70?
some like 69, some 68. somewhere
So
around there.
people bought at 60, but I'm pretty sure those people are still holding. Yeah, they down, but they're still holding. They know some
Fair.
way, somehow, they're gonna get to that money. We don't know. It's still uncertain, right? But yes, but like I said, investing in meme coins, all these meme coins, people pushing coins just to get richer, and then someone has to hold the bag, right? So that's the reason why I don't like getting into meme coins. You really need to be paying attention of what you're doing, so you don't be that guy holding the bag.
Look, now, there's definitely one thing that I learned about meme coins. There's one thing that, because I was the same way. I was thinking, like, why is these shit coins pumping so hard? Why are they pumping so hard? Why the dude that I work with at my job that never talked about crypto ever in his life started talking to me about investing in Dogecoin? Like, why? Look, there was a valuable lesson that I've learned by missing these opportunities, which I'm not telling you guys to do because I'm not a financial advisor.
Again,
The thing about this is that Brian, thanks to apps like Robinhood
yep.
and any other apps that are like Robinhood, unlocks a crowd of people that can now have access to the investment world. Okay?
Okay.
This new crowd of people that now have easy access to invest. They are attracted to meme coins.
That's right. Fuck all them stats.
And there's a lot of people. So now, espérate, hold up. What I learned about meme coins is that it doesn't matter how technical I get. It doesn't matter if they're solving an issue. Nothing of that shit matters. Nothing of that. The analytical goes out the window. The only thing you see is a crowd of people pumping to get rich.
Yep.
That crowd exists, and that crowd is a big crowd. Okay? So now, that being said, you cannot ignore the fact that there's opportunity there that I'm not telling you guys to invest in meme coins because I'm not a financial advisor. But the opportunity is there. The fact that you have a crowd of people who doesn't know anything about investing, they just want to make a buck. And they're seeing these coins, and you have people like Elon pumping these coins, it's like GameStop. You remember GameStop?
I do.
So what was the logic behind GameStop when it pumped so hard like that? There was no logic behind it. There's no analytical logic behind GameStop ever pumping that crazy. The only reason there was pumping that crazy is because of the crowd of people that Robinhood was able to unlock, and people just seeing opportunity. Like, one person got to see the fact that, okay, yes, they overshorted this or whatnot, and then they were able to successfully just flip this on the rich people or whatever,
on
the billionaires or whatever,
yeah.
on the hedge funds, right? They were able to successfully, because they saw opportunity there. But then after that, like, most of these people did not know what they were doing. Most of these people were just doing it because, like, oh, it's going up.
No, but most of the people, their motive was sticking the middle finger to the hedge funds.
Yeah, but not everybody that invested knew that. Not everybody that invested knew that. People were doing it just because it was a thing to do. It was a thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what, and that's the same crowd that believes in meme coins almost. You feel me? Like, these people have no idea how to invest. They don't know. They don't know. Like, they just see opportunity and they go for it. Same thing that happened to Dogecoin. Same thing that happened to Shiba Inu. Same thing that's happening to Pepe Coin, the frog dude.
I didn't even know there was a coin.
Yeah. So
Puerto Rico has a coin now.
No, Pepe.
That's a frog dude, Pepe.
That's so funny. Pepe. But I mean Pepe.
But,
no, so what I'm trying to say is that you cannot ignore the fact that there is a crowd that has been unlocked by Robinhood and by apps that are just like Robinhood that have allowed access to these people to jump into the market, and they just, it's like the dude that I worked with never talked to me about crypto ever, but he started talking to me about Dogecoin. Like, yo, you better invest on Dogecoin. Like, Dogecoin, I just made some money on Dogecoin. I'm like, do you even know what a blockchain is? No? Okay, cool. Like, you don't know crypto. But the fact that you are part of that crowd that is telling me to invest on Dogecoin, on a dog coin, bro, Dogecoin could be popular just because it's a dog. Like, who don't like dogs?
No, I do agree with you. Retail investors have changed the game of investing.
Yes, they have.
Not only for crypto, but also for even for the stock. Right? Stock market.
Look at that.
But the problem is, this is, like you said, you mentioned, that's a lot of people that do not know how to invest. They don't even know what they invest in their money on. They just want to make a quick buck. Basically, turning it into a casino.
Right.
That's what it is. And that is a dangerous. That's not investing. Now,
that's not.
It's good for people. It's good for people that, let's say, you know what you're doing, right? You know how to read your graph. You know how to follow not even read the graph, because you only have to log in into the right forum and Reddit, Wall Street Bets, and all the forums that they have, and then you just have to follow that, and then just make sure you don't get to hold. You're not the one holding the bag at the end of the game. But that's so dangerous. Just to go ahead and let me just pump this coin to make a quick buck. Yeah, some people make money, other people lose a lot of money.
Well, the thing is, it's like, the internet's a very powerful tool. People get together and they talk, and shit happens, and when that happens around the world, and it's almost like a hedge fund.
But you're totally right. But the thing is that what I hate is that people who orchestrate those, like, those forums or whatever, or try to, like, get the crowd to follow them, are the first one jumping out once that price go all the way, once it capped to whatever. Let's say, for example, Dogecoin was like not even 1 cent, and it went up to, like, I think it was like 70 cents, right?
76 cents.
76 cents, somewhere around there. A lot of people made a lot of money. So what happened? I'm pretty sure that people who invested before, once they hit that 70 cents mark, Sell.
Oh hell yeah.
Ain't waiting for the moon.
hell yeah.
Ain't waiting for Elon Musk.
But that's you know what that's part of the game on that behalf. You know, because since they're not analytical people, since they're just like, oh man, this is going up, doggy coin. You know, like since they just want opportunity,
they treat it as a casino.
Yeah, they treat it. You're absolutely right. They do treat it like a casino. Is it wrong? Yeah, but whatever. Like whatever. Let them do that. But the fact is that you cannot ignore that exists. I'm not on a meme coin. Mm-hmm. This is not. I'm one of my investments. Mm-hmm. Is actually on a scam. It's a coin that people think it's scammy, like it's a scam coin, but I invested in that coin because I couldn't afford to be right or wrong. I couldn't afford to be like, oh yeah, this is a scam coin, I'm not gonna go in there. You know what? I still invested, even if it was. Look, when I invested on this coin. Mm-hmm. I'm not even going to mention the coin. No. Shout out to my Hexicans. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm in this coin because I was tired of missing opportunities. You know, with Dogecoin, listen, I was told to buy Dogecoin at like very cheap, bro, like 0.002. And I didn't do it. Because of my own like ignorance, because I was ignorant, because I was just like, I was being conservative. I was just like, nah, I don't think this is it, right? And I didn't do it. And look what happened to Dogecoin. Same thing happened to Shiba Inu. It was presented to me very early, and I was like, nah, there's another. I don't want it. And then boom, look what happens. So I got tired of that, you know, because yeah, these are meme coins, whatever. Just because they were meme coins, I didn't even look that way. But I was wrong both times, because not that I was wrong, because there's no right or wrong. There was opportunity. I missed opportunity 2 times because of my lack of perspective, right? Okay. So then because I saw those 2 happening, a third coin was presented to me, and even though I had the same feeling of like, no, I'm not gonna like. I was really like, nah. You know what? Yes, I'm in this one. I'm gonna buy in this one, and I did it with the fact that I'm gonna lose this money. I didn't say like, oh, I'm gonna get rich off no, I'm gonna lose this money. Here's my money. I'm entertained, and I'm watching you for right now, and that's my, you know, because of Dogecoin, because of Shiba Inu, my perspective had to change, because if I didn't change, I was going to keep losing opportunities. So I was just like, nah, I'm going to jump on this one. Even if I have a gut feeling that's telling me not to, I'm still going to do it. And I did it. And right now, I'm just watching it now. I'm just watching it. I'm not going to say the coin because I don't want to, like, you know, I don't want to be, I don't want to, you know, be seen like that. Like I'm saying these coins, but I'm just watching it. And actually, one of my good friends, Marco, shout out to Marco, he was the one who presented that to me. He was the one who was just like, yo, dude, I think this coin's going to do good. He talked me into it, and I trusted the guy. That's why I did it most, because I trusted him. And he does his homework. And you know what? I was tired of missing out. I was just like, you know what? I'm going to put this money in. As soon as I put my money in that coin, I already considered as lost.
But you can't. But the thing is that you can't, because now you're saying that you were tired of missing out. So basically, you had FOMO. So you had that fear of missing out on the next. No. It's not that I'm tired of missing out. Sorry, I did just said that, but it's not that I was. It was the lack of perspective for me. Like the fact that I kept on missing opportunities because of the lack of perspective. Perspective, yeah. Right? That's what triggered me to actually do the opposite on this coin. You know, because it's just like, you know what? Let me stop. Who cares? Look, that's why this is very important, and I always say this. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. Just be involved. Yeah, that's true.
Just be involved.
Be involved.
And and that's what drew me to that. I'm just like, you know what? Whether this flunks or goes up, I just want to be involved. And I just did it with that attitude. Like, I just want to be involved. Here's my money. I'm just watching you. If you pump, great. If you lose, great. Whatever. You know?
Because I'm pretty sure you didn't pump that much money into that coin. Are you telling me that you went all out?
Like, what's a lot of money?
I want to say from your salary.
Not 1,500.
I was gonna give you a percentage, but damn,
1,500.
1,500. That's
I put 1,500 on that coin, and right now I'm just watching it. That's it.
But don't you think that's quite a lot? You know, quite a lot.
It's gone now.
I mean,
I'm just watching it now.
I mean, 1,500. Because what? I'm not saying it's gonna be a scam, but what happened if it's a scam?
I lost 1,500.
You're okay losing.
That's the attitude that I went into. Yes, it's fine. 1,500, bro. I mean, listen.
For me,
I mean, that's a lot of money. Like it is a lot of money. It is a lot of money. But it's one of those things where it's just like, what if I'm wrong, and that thing proves me wrong, and it goes up. I think I told my friend that as soon as I send that money, that as soon as I invested that money, I told him I told him that, yo, this feel like a scam. I told him that, and I was being honest, and I'm being honest with myself, you know, that it's just like, it didn't feel, I'm not telling you it felt comfortable. I didn't feel comfortable doing it. You know, I feel comfortable buying Energy Web token. I'm not telling you guys to buy anything because I'm not a financial advisor. but the fact that I didn't feel comfortable doing it, you feel me? Because I had that, you know, that part of me of Hector's like, no. It's like
your soul coming out of you.
It's like that's a whole vacation. Like that's something. You know, that is a lot of money. But you know what? I'm involved. I'm in it.
Which is that's what you
That's
wanted.
why I'm in.
Yeah, that's what.
I'm in
Okay. Because, you know, that's again why I said what I said. You have more tolerance to take risk. Like, you take more risk than sometimes I feel like you're taking too much risk for my for my taste buds, but it's okay. I just don't know. I try to keep it minimum for my salary. I keep it 5%. I mean, my portfolio in general. I invest 5%, 5 to 6% out of my portfolio, but that's about it. And gradually, like every single, it's like investing every single month. I keep buying more and more and more, but I try to, like this year, I saw something that I like. I probably, bump it 1 more percentage or 2%. But like you said, I'm more involved into coins that do something, or I see that I want to say the general public is using, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum.
But you know what? Ethereum.
That's the only two that I hold, and I keep buying those. Because I feel like those are the ones that
are popular.
Are popular, right? And yeah, I mean, I feel like I trust them every time I.
You know, there's different generations. Like, Bitcoin is a first generation crypto. Ethereum is a second generation crypto, right? Do you know understand? Like, what I'm trying to say with that is Bitcoin. Thanks to Bitcoin, we found out how to send value using the internet. But it's not the most convenient way. There's a lot of friction. It takes a long time. It could be expensive to send Bitcoin, right? Now, that's a first generation crypto.
Okay.
Second generation crypto is Ethereum, where Ethereum goes like, oh, we not only can send value using the internet, we can also program it. So we can make an app and it'll, whatever, not an app. But anyways, it could be programmed.
Yeah.
So by program, I mean like, hey, let's say for example, here we go, Chipotle.
Oh my God!
Here we go with Chipotle. Yeah, Chipotle, send us a sponsorship, man. Because third episode, you're still in the over here. So let's say for example, tú tengas el Chipotle.
Yeah.
And I'm food authority, right? You, the payment is not gonna go through, right? Like let's say for example, boom, here's your food. right? So at some point you have to pay me that, right?
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, that payment is not gonna go through until you scan your items. That's
Okay.
it. You remember in the fridge,
Yeah,
you're walking,
yeah.
pop, 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 you scanning shit, and those payments are not gonna go through until you scan them, or something like that. It's okay. Like perfect example. It's like a vending machine, right? You can't argue with the vending machine. You want that Coke? You want the Doritos or whatever? You want the chips? It's $1.50. Nah, I'm gonna send you only $1. Nope, it's $1.50. There's no arguing here. It's a machine. It's a machine, right? So it's not gonna let that go until I put $1.50. Not more, not less. That's what Ethereum does. Contracts. It creates contracts. Contracts. Why am I saying it like that? Am I saying that right? Contract. It's a contract.
Contracts.
It's a contract.
Contract or
It's a contract. It's a not contract.
contract.
No,
Okay.
contract. It's a
Okay.
contract. So that's what Ethereum is. It unlocks, not only it sends the value, it also creates contracts. So therefore, you can only send the value when and if this happens. Okay?
Okay.
So it's programmed. So now, boom, that's a second generation crypto. So first generation crypto, good eye. Yo, we
1:30.
huh?
1:30, an hour and 30.
An hour and 30 minutes?
Wow. Yikes.
Wow. Okay. Dang. It's a good episode. Anyways. So okay. So yeah. So Bitcoin, first generation. Ethereum, second generation, and then you have third generation cryptos.
Okay.
Which is basically like Cardano. I'm a Cardano fan. I love Cardano. Not that I'm telling you to invest in Cardano because I'm not a financial advisor.
Not a financial
Not a
advisor.
financial advisor. But I like Cardano because Cardano took a step back and said, and there's more cryptos like Cardano's too, right? Cardano said, okay, hold on. Let's take a step back. Because Ethereum didn't have the luxury of waiting and seeing the timing, right?
Yeah.
How no. Ethereum's issue is scalability, because Ethereum was built on the belief that it can do it. It can be programmed. Look, we just did it, but it wasn't built on the idea of scalability, right? Of people using it and actually growing the network growing. The network, the Ethereum's flaw is the fact that it got so popular to the point where the network got so big where it got super expensive to send money or to do anything. It got expensive. There's too much friction. So that's why Ethereum has that issue, right? Ethereum has that issue. They're working on it. They're doing whatever they got to do to fix it. But it's one of those things that when you build a code, it's like building a building. Like, it's like you build a building and then you say like, I want to change the plumbing completely, or I want to make a switch on the building. It becomes very difficult to do that once the building is built. Okay? Like, it becomes expensive and difficult, and it's almost easier
To destroy the whole thing and build it again.
It's almost easier, not to destroy, but it's almost easier to just build another one.
Okay.
Right? It's easier because there you can build it how you want it to be built.
Okay.
It's really hard for them to change the infrastructure or foundation of the building when it's already built. So, and so Ethereum was built on the idea that, hey, it could be done, but not with the idea of being utilized and all that stuff. So Cardano took it because Cardano got to see the not only the flaw, but they also got to see the time, how time affected the crypto. They were like, they got to see the basically the being tested,
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, so over time that happened, so we gotta build with the idea that we need to build solving that.
Solving that problem. Okay.
Yeah, solving that problem. So boom, third generation cryptos built, and that's basically they took a step back and said, okay, what can we use this technology for? Okay, Cardano is the first crypto that was built with academics, If that makes sense.
When
Which is-
you say academics, what do you mean
Basically, taking a very taking a very unique approach to not only build this thing right,
by that? Okay.
but building it with as much potential as the blockchain space can do. So, okay, not only can it send value, it can also deal with. They created a network, basically, right? They can send value. Not only that, they can program it. Not only that, they can build identities with it. Not only that, they can also. They could do a lot. They could do a lot. It's not only just sending money anymore, like Bitcoin. It's not only sending value. It's building value, creating contracts, creating identity, creating literally. Cardano's building a lot in Africa.
So under their umbrella, they have a lot of different things. That's what you're trying to say.
A lot of services.
A lot of services.
A lot
There
of
we go. A lot of
services.
services
Yeah,
under their umbrella.
they can offer a lot of services because of the way they approach this. Okay, we are in an hour and a half, yo.
Whoa. This is a nice,
This was a very
very good episode. Very good. You know, we got into crypto and got a little learn about a lot of different coins and our perspective. You know, different perspective into crypto. I thank you, Hector, for explaining and going more into certain details into the space.
Yo.
And why you think it's very important for people to invest. And we're not a financial advisor. Hold on. Give me a second, Hector. We're not a financial advisor, but I just want people, because I do love investing, and I do really like seeing individuals. Even I would like to teach my kids, my nephews how to invest early and do all of these things. Please do your homework.
Yes.
Invest in things that you believe and things that you think that you're gonna use. I don't know if you watch Shark Tank, but I do like to watch Shark Tank. And one of the things that Mark
I
Cuban,
love CNBC.
yeah, Mark Cuban
CNBC.
or Mr. Wonderful, every time they invest in something, they said, I gotta love the product. I gotta be able to wear the product. I gotta be able to
You're dead to me.
I gotta be able to to make it public, with the product. I gotta have a connection with the product, and then they invest. The same thing when you invest into, make investment. You have to do your homework, know about the product. Let's say if you want to invest into Apple, Facebook, you already know what they do. You're able to invest. The same thing with crypto. Crypto's a new space. Be careful. Stop running into. I heard Hector. Meme stocks.
No, bro. Don't not do that.
Take precautions.
Yo, not seriously.
Take precautions.
Look,
Take precautions.
Yeah,
That's all.
100%
Yeah,
take precautions, yo. And honestly, if every situation is different, everybody's different. If y'all want, hit us up on the podcast, and shoot us a message. If you guys have questions, we'll do the best that we can to answer your questions. And the whole point is that we want you guys to have an understanding on this topic. If you tuned in, hopefully you understand at least one or two things. And I'm just trying to share this message really for you guys to benefit. Like it's really that. Like I already know this space. I feel in my heart that I have to share, that I have to talk about it because I understand it. I want people to, if you know me, you know how I am with this space. It's the only thing I talk about sometimes and I've seen value in it.
Yep.
And I want other people to also benefit from that value. So if y'all have questions, shoot us a message and we'll be able to answer questions and see how we can help you.
Well, guys, thank you for tuning in and staying here until the last minute of the episode.
Yeah.
Peace. See you guys in the next episode. We out of here. You ready, huh? You did it? Yeah.
And for that reason, I'm
And for that reason, Hey, we can shoot another episode if you want to.